fresh pumpkin bread right out of the oven. Walnuts, cranberries, and fall spices. Delish. Come on along and I'll show you how I made it. Welcome back. I'm going to make the pumpkin bread, so I thought I'd bring you along. Let's add our pumpkin and our eggs into the bowl. 1.5 cups of pumpkin. Four eggs. And I'm just going to turn that on to beat gently. Two and a half cups of sugar. One cup of oil, vegetable oil. Half a teaspoon of salt. 2 teaspoons of my pumpkin pie spice, and that's, so let's add the cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, and ginger. This is my pumpkin pie spice. 2 teaspoons of it. Actually, they're rounded teaspoons because I like the pumpkin fall spice. I'm going to add in this many cranberries. It looks to be about a little more than a cup. I put them into some hot water to freshen them up and get them nice and juicy. So we'll mix that together, and then we'll put the baking soda, and there is 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and I'm just going to put it into the flour so that everything will get put in together. And we'll mix this up, and then we'll put the flour and baking soda in. I'm going to put the walnuts in. I have about 2 cups. This is going to make 2 loaves. And all the walnut meat in there. So now I'm going to drop that down. Now we'll add the 3 1/3 cups of flour. And I'll take it out of there because I'd like to just hand turn it over now. I don't want to actually mix it very long because, like the banana muffins, I don't want my bread to be tough, and it just makes it nicer if you just hand whisk it in together. So we'll do that. So there's cranberries, walnuts, and pumpkin in this. It's making just a nice batter. Make sure you get right down to the bottom. Get all the sugar and the cinnamon. I got this recipe years and years and years ago. In fact, 1999, I think. Because I used to buy the Country Women farm recipes from the United States. Country Women, maybe you know about that. And I usually got their recipe books, the hardcovers. They're beautiful books. Oh, a walnut jumped out ship, so we'll put that in there. I'll put this in the pans now. I've got this big 16-inch pan. It's the same if you just divide it in half. It makes 2 8-inch pans, or you can make the one big 16-inch. So I'll put that batter in there. It takes about 1 hour for this to bake. And then I can slice it up and freeze it whatever way I want. Serve it to company. It's a nice big loaf if I'm having company over or whatever. You can see all the cranberries and the walnuts in there. Spread it out so it's nice and even. I had a bit of batter jump ship. Kind of hard to get it in that pan. Anyways, I'll put this in the oven and we'll bake it for an hour. I'll bring you back when it's baked. So what kind of fall flavors were you folks hoping to see this year? I'm going to still make some different pies. I think I have a nice pecan pie recipe I'd like to make. I've got the pumpkin bread today. I'm going to make some apple pies, but I need to go to the apple orchard and get my apples picked. And I usually go to a little orchard that's about 45 minutes from here and pick a few bushels of apples. Then I do dehydrated apple slices for winter storage. And then I do frozen bags of apples for pies. And then we keep some fresh eating. I don't eat many fresh apples with an ostomy, but I do sneak in one or two here and there. Anyways, as soon as this bread is done, we'll bring it out. Look at the size of that loaf. My goodness, that is a big pumpkin loaf. So I'm going to let it cool, and then we'll get a nice slice. And I think we're going to have a piece of cheese with it. Nice cheddar cheese with the pumpkin bread. I'm pretty sure that will work out just now. Okay, so let's take a slice off of this and see what we have. Have you ever made a pumpkin loaf before? Look at that. My gosh. Let's try a piece. Oh my goodness. Cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, ginger, piece of cheese. So good. I'm going to slice this all up, let it cool, and then I'm going to freeze it. And then whenever I need it in the next few days or months, I can just bring out one slice, or I can bring out a couple if I have company. Like, share, and subscribe, folks. Pardon me, I'm talking with my mouth full of pumpkin bread. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm really happy that you came to see my channel. And if you came back, thank you for coming back. Like, share, and subscribe. Blessings to you and your family. Bye.